Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about one of the most disappointing moments in Captain Marvel. That's right, I'm saying disappointing. I did a full review. I didn't go into spoilers, but I did hint that there was something in the movie that I wasn't very particularly happy about. There were a few things that I think could have been improved about the movie, and I'll admit it, it's not my favorite MCU film, but I did have a good time with it. So if you haven't seen it, go check the movie out first, and then check out what my spoiler is about the movie. If you don't care, or if you've seen it already, then here it is. Ready? Well, first let's get into a few things that I was disappointed by. One of the things that I was looking forward to with this movie was the return of Agent Coulson, and I'll admit, I was a little underwhelmed by him in the movie. I was hoping for more, although that was topped by the return of Ronan. Ronan, who was the villain in Guardians of the Galaxy, the first Guardians of the Galaxy film. I was looking forward to him returning too, and he was even more underwhelming in this movie because he had such a small part, and it came later on in the film that I was like, oh yeah, that's right, he was supposed to be in this one, but they're barely giving him anything to do. They do kind of hint that maybe he could return in a Captain Marvel sequel if they decide to keep it more in the past still. But we'll see what happens with that. I don't know what Marvel plans on doing with the future of Captain Marvel. We'll see. But yeah, from what I got from those two characters that I was looking forward to the most, the return of, we didn't really get much of them. So there you go. But the biggest disappointment in this movie was not the return of characters and how they were used. It was actually the way Nick Fury's eye gets scratched in the film. That's right. If you've seen the movie, you already know what I'm referring to. Nick Fury, who hinted at in Captain America the Winter Soldier, he says the line,
"Last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye."
And so, before we saw the movie, I'm sure a lot of people, including myself, thought, okay, well then it's definitely going to be during a Skrull fight. Like a Skrull is gonna disguise themselves as someone, and someone he knows and trusts, and they're going to have a scuffle, and that's how he loses his eye. But it turns out to be actually a lot more simpler than that. Apparently, the one of the new characters in the movie is a cat named Goose. Who does not talk, by the way. And the cat, towards the end of the film. And yes, Fury trusts and likes this cat a lot, where he starts, I guess, forming a little bond with the cat, treating him like a little pet until he realizes what the pet can do. Well, the cat eventually scratches his eye after all is done and over with. We think, oh, it's a happy ending. I actually forgot that Fury didn't get his eye scratched out yet, but then for comedy relief, the cat scratches Fury's eye. And wow, it was quick and it was painful to watch. Not that painful, but it was kind of disappointing seeing that, oh, and by the way, that's how Fury gets his eye poked out or scratched or injured. And you're left thinking, that's it? That's how, okay. Yeah, so I was really kind of bummed out by that because if they wanted to make it comedic, then fine. But I didn't even find the bit that funny. There were some jokes in the movie that worked really well with the cat. But there were some jokes in the movie that did kind of fall flat, not just with the cat, but with a lot of things. So the movie had good humor throughout, but it had a few ones that didn't land with me, and that one definitely did not land with me. And now it's canon, right? So now we're always going to know when he talks about that in Captain America the Winter Soldier.
"Last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye."
We're always going to know that he's referring to the cat. So, look, Captain Marvel was still a fun film, and I'm not going to let a little sequence like that ruin it. I definitely am going to go see the movie again because I still think there's a lot there in the overall universe to enjoy. I'll agree with people that are saying, and I should have said this in my review too, but I didn't, that the movie is a little bit underdeveloped, with a lot of characters and things that they could have explored more. But look, this is not my review. I'm not going to go in depth. I just wanted to talk about this eye situation because seriously, that was the biggest disappointment for me in this movie. And I needed to talk about it, do a video about it, and that's why it's here. And I'm sure there are a lot of other people out there that were disappointed with how Nick Fury got his eye injured. So comment below and get your displeasure about it in the comment section below. But have a nice discussion, everybody. Don't be rude to others. If there are people that liked it, hey, that's cool. And I want to know if there are people that liked it too. So of course there are. There's people that like and hate everything, so we can be civilized while we talk about it. So with that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, especially if you love the MCU or the DCU or superheroes in general, because I love superhero movies. I love Star Wars, I love Indiana Jones, I love sci-fi, I love fantasy, I love comedy. I love almost a lot of movies, but yes, superhero movies definitely. And until next time, take care.